What memories do you have of Grandpa Smith that stands out in your mind, your father?
How many what?
What stands out in your mind as far as your memories of him?
Of Grandpa?
I was a very little boy, and I would go out and irrigate with him.
I think he was a super person, and I loved my dad with all my heart.
I remember when I was up at Rick's, I'd come home and I'd visit with Mother for a little bit, and then out to the field I went to see what my dad was doing, because I just loved to go out and talk to him and see what he was doing. And he just showed so much love for me. And that's why I just admired him and my mother.
I'll have to show him the love he showed for me over this incident. I come home from, I've been somewhere, and I come home and I laid my purse and my coat on the arm of the chair. Of course, I'd found out you could smoke, so I had a pack of cigarettes in the pocket. And he comes in and picks up my coat and takes the cigarettes out and says, "Who's this belong to?" And didn't answer for a minute, and then I had to because it was in my pocket. So I got in a little trouble over that, but that's why I'm wearing oxygen. And I quit 25 years ago.
You were telling me a story about Grandpa Winmill having a shotgun and getting a couple of the daughters out of a car and telling some suitors, "Best be moving on." Can you tell me about
He just, the guy, Rail and Fuzz, they're gone now, so we can tell the story. Rail and Fuzz would come in late.
Survivor's prerogative.
They're probably listening to us down where they are.
They kept coming in late, and Dad told him, "If you come in late again, I'm going to be out on that porch with shotgun." And he would. He'd stand out there, and if it was late, he'd threaten him. I mean, he never had to kill him, but he would. He would have if he had to. No, he wouldn't kill. That was just a fear he had in him, but they quit coming in. And I kind of followed right behind them because they got away with all this, so I could, so. And I think Mother had raised enough kids when I said I wanted to go live with Aunt Verna. She was very willing to let me. Verna and I were very close.
What about, like in your home, like the bedrooms, did you guys share, how many people shared a room? How many kids were in?
Well, let's see,
I had my own bedroom because I got to paint it.
yes. And then, my dad was sleeping upstairs, and it seemed like one of the boys was sleeping with him.
Yeah. And then another bedroom.
Yeah.
Didn't you girls have 3 in one bedroom?
Yes.
And I had a big, nice bedroom of my own.
And a lot of times I would sleep with Mother downstairs. Because I loved that. I didn't want to go upstairs. And we just, it was quite a big house.
Yeah, it was a huge house, but
Oh, wow.
I remember getting to paint the house with
Are you talking about the big house in Pingree?
The Rock House.
The big rock house?
Yes.
What was that stuff we got to paint with, our bedrooms? Calcimine? Yeah. You just mix it with water and just slap it on the walls. And so, but we had to paint our own bedroom and take care of it. I don't know why I got the only bedroom and these girls had to share it. Maybe Mother knew there was trouble brewing.
What about the bathroom situation? I think you said something about having an outhouse at one point.
That's an interesting story, yeah, you tell it.
Well, I remember that we had this big tub. It was a silver tub.
In the bathroom.
And in the bathroom. And Mother would fill that with water every Saturday. And that was our time to bathe. And that was the only time we bathed was on Saturday in that tub. Was that right, or was that?
And remember, they bathed in that tub, but we had that round tub
Yeah.
that we sat in there and took our bath. Because there was so many kids. And I remember the big round tub, no, it was a long tub, metal tub. That's what I remember. I never remember
Oh,
taking a
okay.
bath in that nice bathroom. Because they never actually got it hooked up until we moved out.
Oh,
Remember?
but I just remember that round one, that we could move it anywhere we wanted to move it. And,
I never remember that actually being hooked up till we all moved out. And Mother said she finally had money to get it hooked up. So,
So when you were growing up, there was some sadness in your family too. You lost some siblings, right?
right,
You lost a brother that drowned,
yes.
and you lost a sister that
died
had
of pneumonia.
pneumonia, and then there was another
James that
that
died
died
of
at birth. Oh, okay.
Ethel was
She was
6 months and she was younger than me. So she'd have been the baby and I'd have been the big girl.
oh,
And she lived.
oh,
And the boys were all older than us.
Yeah.
okay.
And usually the youngest was supposed to get everything she wants, but it didn't work out that way.
So was Ethel between you and Aunt Beth?
Ethel was between, just below me.
She was the youngest.
She was the
Oh,
last
okay,
one.
okay.
And then she died of pneumonia.
Oh, okay.
How do
That's
you
pretty
think-
interesting.
How do you think those deaths affected your parents?
Oh, I'm sure they were emotional.
Oh, I'm sure they did. The drowning really affected Grandpa, the little boy that drowned. Because he told him, don't go down back down there by the canal. And he turned right around and went down. So-
And where was that at, that happened?
Lost her.
That was in how?
Yeah, in
Was that the same?
oh, in where we lived in Lost River.
Okay, okay. Wow.
So that's the end of my story.
I have one last question. Do we have time for it?
Yeah.
Okay. In 150 years, all of us will pretty much be in the same place. But our family, will still be here. What would you tell someone who's watching this film in 150 years about core values, about the important things about our family?
That it's important about our family, all the love that we show,
That's true.
I think.
Be kind to each other and love.
Because we pour the love on each other, and I know with my family, I've told, if the kids get in a little fuss and make up, and said, I know the girls have a disagreement, I said, they're not gonna be together forever, but it don't happen that way. I've pushed it enough that love is what is the most important thing. Love
I think
each
that's a
other
good
and love
lesson.
one another.
That's a good lesson for all of us. If you get mad at
Start
somebody,
loving me more, boy.
if you get mad at somebody and you walk away and
Yeah. Then your
something
hard
happens
feelings
to
go.
them, you can't say you're sorry.
Well, Vern walked away from our family for 10 years, remember? For 10 years. Well, my dad, he missed a good part of my dad's life. He was a young man when he left and an old man basically when he came back. And he lost a lot. And Reed was the same way. And, that's what I seen that made me make sure that my kids love each other.
Well, I think the gospel in my life helps me so much. So many times when you go to church, you're reminded of the things you need to do for your family. And it makes you come home and if they're a little bit up in the air, maybe you kind of,
Air it out,
Air
get
it
it
out.
solved. Don't walk
Resolve it.
away.
Don't let it linger, yeah.
yeah.
That's good advice.
Can I ask one on
like practical jokes, or was there teasing and that kind of stuff in your family?
all the time.
Well, yes.
Or were there any, did you guys play practical jokes on each other?
Oh,
or was
never.
there any kind of teasing?
We never had time.
Who would you pick out as the prankster? Who would you identify as the prankster in the family?
Wasn't me.
Not me.
Daryl?
I think Daryl would be
Yeah.
the one that would always tease us about different things.
He's the one that set the toilet out in the upside down.
Oh, there's a story here.
On Halloween night. It said, tipped up somebody's toilet upside down. I'll never forget that one.
Wow.
And then, do you remember the chickery? The time he went down and cooked the chicken? Had a little chicken party and they got the chickens and took them down and cooked them in the school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Put the chickens in the school?
Cooked them and had a big meal.
That was Daryl.
Yeah, he always had a good, nice looking car. And that's one thing we didn't touch.
I hope those feathers didn't get in his car.
Oh, he protected his car pretty much.
Yeah.
You didn't get to ride to town with him or nothing, huh?
No. He's afraid that if the girls, we had to lay down on the seat if we wanted to ride.
But I remember one time I needed a ride to Pocatello for some music. And he had gone somewhere and left the key with Mother. And I thought our car looked too old. So I jumped into his car